Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Down he goes. Second and long here. They'll run the counter. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Going to field this one in tight quarters. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Tigers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And we expect a lot of the game plan to be built around Gideon Davidson, one of the better running backs in all of college football and a vital cog in this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. And there he goes. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space.
Got some room in under the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Play action on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Bush is ahead. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This drive will open from the 15. They'll send the tight end in motion. On the ground, it's Davidson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it back to him. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Third and 6 yards to go. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the snap, it's Gibson. He'll take it himself. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Out of the gun, they'll run it with Gibson. Got the first down. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Clemson. Once he got some room, it was over.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Georgia State sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go, and this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at...
And the seam on the left. Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Makes the grab in their space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The run inside. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the Panthers sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. He's at the 30. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. Trying to run, it's Martin. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Darryl.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
On the direct snap, it's Gibson. He'll pitch it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
3rd and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. Turns it on in midfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Keeps it on first down.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Denson. Out wide left, it's Hawkins. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route, and they get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires left. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Sells the run, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Drops back on first down. Out wide right, it's Martin. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And the linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. 2nd down, going to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the UCLA Bruins.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Motion from the wideout. Crosses to 40. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Here's a give to Gibson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Long way to go on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking downfield, it's Denson. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
His quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Turning it on! And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert to fourth down, and it paid off.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Jarrett Gibson. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed great. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Still looking. He'll try to do it himself. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Motion from the wide receiver. There he goes. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Georgia State jumps back to the line. The corners are walked up tight. Straight ahead, it's Martin. Got enough for the first down. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Martin. Just smothered on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And the Panthers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they force that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Turns it upfield. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
If this offense wants to stay in this game, they have to punch it in on this drive. It's 3rd and goal. The snap sets up to throw. They'll run the screen. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. And this one is perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, down on the home team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Gibson. He's got the first down. Breaks into the open. An explosive play to wrap up the 3rd quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before he carried some momentum for his team into the 4th quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Snags it and he's open. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Keeps it looking for room. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right?
Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. And they did tack on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Georgia State sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll go to the counter. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Got it in the middle, it's Stone. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Left side, it's Reynolds. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Clemson sideline, with this big lead, guys, we are seeing the coaches start to reward some of the backups. That backup running back is in now, and he has earned it. Coach told me before the game, all these guys have performed well in practice. They are earning their time, and now with the big lead, he is going to reward all those players who are working so hard. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Here's Gibson one more time. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quick completion to the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball?
Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to the well. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself.
What a lucky break for the run. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no, and just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake in fumbling in the first place.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Out wide left, it's Martin. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative.